run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Batters not taking photograph. Run it back, to the friends. Run it.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
There's the ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this run upfield across the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Ooh, the juke. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The Jaguars at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good. Which has the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. Only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 and deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this. Yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Hurts. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's out right at the 25. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught, and he is going to have a Ravens 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
And the Ravens 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown.
Javonte Williams. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Sam Laporta,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Jaguars are once again back in front.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's Hurts to throw.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Puka Nacua, 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Jaguars 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Howell going to go for it.
Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Mixon. A nice little juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll go play action. Howell.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set.
It's a gain of 4.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Eluding the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Elliott is good. So that Charles a season long right there.
And you know what's really exciting about that? The special teams coordinator. Because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of time. And the clock continues to run down. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
At
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Mixon running right.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. That'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the option left, it's Hurts. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down.
That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down, Baltimore.
Hurts going to take this himself.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right.
And I think the ball's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. These guys running back out of the backfield.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
35 yards.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. And Howell will throw it.
Dancing to his left.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's caught at the 25.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Howell out of the shotgun. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Oh, waste of time.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Howell looking to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Ravens.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Throwing here, Howell.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st down, Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And quickly, they get to the line.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
Flushed out right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Howell down to throw it.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hurts going to keep it running right.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. But first down, Hurts. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 14. Again, it's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Howell.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss.